Hello Sagittarius, we are focusing on new beginnings today, looking at what's coming in over the next month, courtesy of the new moon in Virgo on the 15th of September. We're going to pull an oracle to get a theme of what's being addressed for you by this new moon, and we'll pull some tarot to understand your experience of these new beginnings, the obstacles you may need to overcome, and also some advice if we don't like the outcome, if we don't like what we're seeing. Right, if it's your first time here, my name's Kirstine. I am a full-time professional tarot reader and astrologer. Right, Sagittarius, let's get you some cards, shall we? Here we go. Right, this reading may follow on from your season or your full moon reading. Those are listed down below if you want to catch up on those. Okay, so let's have a look. So we've got past energy, we've got the Five of Pentacles reversed. Incoming energy, interesting. We've got the Eight of Cups reversed. Incoming energy, Ten of Cups reversed. Okay, Sagittarius, your energy, we've got the Six of Pentacles. Around you, we've got death and rebirth. We've got the major arcana there for you. Obstacle, or what it is that you need to navigate with these new beginnings. We've got the Prince of Swords and the outcome. Oh, crikey. Okay, Sagittarius, right. Rumbles in the jungle. Okay, let's have a look. Right, underlying energy, we've got the Queen of Swords reversed. Okay, it is a court card, could be pointing directly to a person for you. But with the Queen of Swords coming in reverse, the Queen of Swords is very, just sort of standing her truth. She's earned a lot of wisdom from pain, suffering, kind of learned the lessons, and she's a master at standing in her truth, saying what's what, calling a spade a spade. Underline, when this comes in reverse, sometimes this can talk about it can talk about maybe having a very concentrated view on something, a lot of focus possibly on the wrong idea. Sometimes there can be avoiding the truth of something, or also as I say, it can talk about maybe having quite a narrow-minded idea about something, and I don't mean that in a judgmental way, just maybe focusing on something very specific. Right, let's get you an oracle to see the theme, what's going on here for you. If you're a Sagittarius rising, the new moon in Virgo is actually lighting up the area of your life that has to do with career, your status in the world, long-term path and direction. So if you're Sagittarius rising, maybe some new beginnings there for you. This reading may tap into that, or it might pick up on a different situation in your life. Oh, hello, yin yang. Okay, so we're looking at the balance of our masculine and our feminine. So the masculine is the active side of us, the feminine is the passive receptive side of us, and possibly with this Queen of Swords reversed, there could be a sort of a lack of receptivity with regards to ideas, communication. Let's have a look for you. Right, okay, so the situation then, we've got the Eight of Cups reversed. Your energy around this, we've got the Six of Pentacles. And the energy around you, so this could be coming from a specific person, possibly a Scorpio with this death energy here, or this could be your view of the environment, or how the environment's coming up to meet you. So with the Eight of Cups reversed, this talks about a refusal to move on, to detach and to move on, understanding that it's not time to detach from a situation and move forward. The Eight of, when it comes in upright, they're not right. Okay, I deserve better than this. There's more out there for me. It's time to sort of move on. I've invested a lot, but I'm kind of moving on, getting on with other new things. When it comes in reverse, there is a sense of not wanting to detach, and certainly be looking at the previous. This situation, we've got the Five of Pentacles reversed. Upright, it talks about a situation that's surviving but kind of scrimping along. There's a lack of resources, whether that's time, effort, energy, love, money, missing things that you need to navigate through. When it comes in reversed, it's like the situation is no longer surviving. The loss or the separation from resources has really got to a point that the situation isn't surviving. But there is an energy here of refusing, refusing to move on. Your energy with this Sagittarius, we've got Six of Pentacles. This brings in themes of equal give and take. It's an assistance card, so it can bring us an awareness of the balance. If we are, who's been required to sort of step up and give, who's been required to step up and receive assistance. As I say, with this Six of Pentacles, sometimes it can kind of come in an unbalance. So there may be themes of reciprocation or equal give and take here. And the energy around you, we've got the Death and Rebirth cards. The Death card, it talks about clearing out all of the old dead stuff in our lives, to make space for new things, new fresh energies. The universe abhors a vacuum. So with this death energy around you, there's profound changes afoot, but when it comes in upright, it can talk about a fear of these changes, a fear of clearing things out. But yeah, definitely big sweeping changes around you, a sort of a clearing out, a purging process going on. And it does look like that there is a sense here of, the situation has clearly kind of collapsed, but there is a sort of a hanging on energy. It's not time yet to move away, or not, sort of refusing to I mean, sometimes when we don't move on from things, we understand that it's not quite time. Now is not the right time. Obstacle for you this month, what we're going to be navigating, we've got the Prince of Swords, which is the Knight of Swords in other decks. The knights get situations moving. Could be a person, possibly a Gemini or an air sign. But with the Knight of Swords, we're getting situations moving. This is often to do with communication, plans. The Swords is all about the mind, communication, logic, that kind of thing. Now, the Princess talks about how we tackle, any issues, any problems, any pain, communication, that kind of thing. When it comes in upright, it does talk about an eagerness to overcome any difficulties, an eagerness to communicate. So that seems to be the obstacle this month. And as I say, with this Queen of Swords underlying, there could be a very kind of retractable, is that the right word? Non-moving, let's use little words. Mercury retrograde, my brain's hurting. A very kind of defined sense of focus, a very sort of focused mind here. Or it could be that there's an avoidance of the truth, maybe something that it's not quite been seen. Right, incoming energy. So how this situation that there's kind of collapsed, there is a refusal to sort of walk away, or trying to, a difficulty understanding if it is time to move on or not. The incoming energy, how the situation is going to develop, we do have the Ten of Cups reversed. Upright, Cups is all about the things that make our heart sing, the things that make us happy. These can be relationships or a great job, or just something that we really enjoy. At the 10, there's profound joy, long term. It's the sort of a happy ever after card. When it comes in upright, it does talk about the situation. This refers to group happiness. There is a bit of a sense here of that emotionally, with regards to happiness, the situation having kind of imploded. I mean, it's clearly, in very real terms, it is not surviving. It's kind of struggled and failed. There is a sense of not moving on, and I think through this, through this process of struggling to hang on, there's definitely some kind of difficulty here with regards to group, family, long-term happiness. Outcome for you, we've got the Tower. We will get you some clarifiers for this. You've got some pretty big majors going on here. Yeah, so you've got the Death and you've got the Tower. The Tower energy does talk about disruption. It talks about disruption to the status quo, the foundations and the pillars in our life. So whether this is our home, our work, our relationships. But the Tower energy does come in to liberate us. Often it is a very uncomfortable energy, but it's the universe's way of breaking us out of situations that we're stuck in, that are impeding our growth. And certainly looking at this, there's been a lot of emotional investment in this, a lot of time and love has been put into this, whatever it is, even though in real terms it's struggled to survive. we do have a set, you know, we have got the Tower coming in. Sometimes, I mean, this can actually, in physical terms, it can disrupt the foundations, or it can also talk about a massive shift in perspective that changes, you know, changes everything else. Right, okay, let's get you a message of support from from this new moon in Virgo. Sagittarius, if you do have access to your astrology chart, have a look for planets or angles between 20 and 22 degrees of the mutable signs. We've got Gemini, Virgo, your sign Sagittarius, and Pisces, because anything that you've got there, whether it's a planet or an angle, will actually be playing a significant role in very obvious ways with regards to the changes that are coming in. And certainly if you do have planets or angles there, then this new moon will absolutely be affecting you in obvious ways. If it's your sun that's there, Sag, the sun talks about our purpose in life, who it is we've incarnated to be. So there may be a real sense of possibly reconsidering your identity, your purpose, and certainly with this 10th house, career, your you know, your status, your place in the world, your reputation. I mean, that may well be significant for you this month. Right, let's get your message. Sagittarius, okay. Oh, there we go. There we go. That's your own card, Sagittarius. Right. And this new moon is really shining a light on your own energy, on Sagittarian energy in your life. I mean, as I say, do check your chart to see which area of life your Sagittarius energy is falling. But there is you've been encouraged to look at the bigger picture, Sagittarius, whether this is you or the people around you. As I say, with this Queen of Swords, there can be a very sort of narrow-minded view. Obviously I mean that in the nicest way possible, but you know, a lot of intense focus, just focusing on one tiny little thing. You're absolutely being encouraged to look at the big picture. Also with regards to timing, Sag, I mean, this could be pointing to big culminations with the full moons. They talk about culminations, awareness, epiphanies. So for some of you, looking at the bigger picture, it may be pointing to something that happened during the full moon in Sagittarius, which would have been during Gemini season, which is, oh, Mercury retrograde, testing my brain. What months comes before May? Before June? It's May, isn't it? Yeah, so middle of May to middle of June. This may be pointing to something that started around about then, middle of May, middle of June, Gemini season. Or it could be saying, you know, that there's maybe some big epiphanies or some, you know, real sort of conclusions coming in for you in Sagittarius season, which, as you know, your birthday month is middle of November to middle of December. So obviously take that however it resonates, but look at the big picture, Sagittarius. Okay. Right, let's get you some clarifiers then. So we want to have a look at this Ten of Cups, this sense of unhappiness, this this kind of implosion within group happiness or long-term happiness. You know, I think whatever this situation is that's collapsed, that you've invested a lot in, it has meant a lot to you. It does look like there's a little bit of a turn here. Let's have a look. So we've got King of Swords reversed, Queen of Swords reversed. Interesting. Okay. Obstacle, what we need to navigate. We've got the Prince of Swords here. Queen of Wands. Okay, could be communicating with a specific person. And then let's have a look at this outcome, the Tower. So if we don't want the Tower, you don't want the Tower, let's have a look. What advice can we offer Sagittarius with regards to this Tower? Okay, right, let's have a look. What have we got? Nine of Swords reversed. Okay, Wheel of Fortune. Nine of Cups reversed. Interesting. Underlying energy. Five of Pentacles reversed. Right, okay. So these clarifiers here with regards to this outcome, getting, you know, sort of making some kind of change with regards to this Tower is actually pointing directly to this Five of Pentacles in reversed. You know, why the situation collapsed in the past, why it was no longer surviving. Right, so we'll have a look at those for you in a moment. Right, okay, excuse me. So, Sagittarius, incoming energy, we've got the Ten of Cups reversed. As I say, this is that sense of long-term happiness kind of imploding, turning in on itself. The happy family, happy ever after. Some issues here with group or long-term happiness. And with the King of Swords reversed, interestingly, you know, with this, it could be a partnership. The King of Swords, again, we're talking with mind, logic, possibly an Aquarian or another rare sign for you, Sag. But the King of Swords is very good at sort of standing in his truth. He makes decisions and choices based on intellect, based on logic. Sometimes he doesn't necessarily take emotions or other sort of frivolous concerns from his point of view into account. It's a very sort of truthful, authentic energy, this. But when it comes in reverse, that truth that he kind of stands in, sometimes it can be coloured to suit their own agendas, to talk people into things. I mean, I can talk myself into pretty much anything, but this King of Swords, this does talk about using the truth in ways to sort of suit your own purpose, suit your own agenda, or possibly, you know, not tell it. I mean, sometimes we don't necessarily, we may hold back from fully telling the truth, you know, for sort of benign reasons, you know, not wanting to hurt people, etc. So there is a sense here of this you know, this happy dynamic being under threat, and there is something here with obscuring the truth of a situation, whether this is just kind of what you're saying to yourself or what other people are saying to you or what you're saying to other people. And as I say, with this Queen of Swords, there is a very kind of narrow focus and possibly an avoidance of really kind of looking at the truth, possibly colouring it in some way with this. And with this yin yang energy, as I say, this is all about the yin yang is a balance. To get wholeness, there is a sense of balancing the contradictions. Within light, there's darkness. You know, within darkness, there's light. Within passivity, there's action, and with action, there's passivity. So this is really talking about the balance between action, you know, action, inaction, male, female, masculine, feminine, that kind of thing. Okay, obstacle for you then, Sagittarius. So with this Prince of Swords, as I say, this talks about communication, eagerness to talk, rushing in, or possibly maybe a sense of, you know, someone's trying to push you to move. If you're, you know, if you're sort of sitting in this energy, refusing to let go, you know, understand, believing that the time hasn't yet come to move on, maybe refusing to look at the truth of something. There is a need here to get very clear and to communicate. And as I say, with this Queen of Wands, this could be a person, possibly a fire sign. For me, it points directly to Aries, but the Queen of Wands is a very attractive energy. She's like a kind of a master manifester. She gets what she wants, but she gets by attracting things to her. So with this Sagittarius, and also with this sense of, you know, I think there's a lack of transparency of for the truth or a plan or a purpose with this. I think looking at this obstacle, this to me talks about telling people what you really want. You know, if you tell the truth, if you're keen to overcome obstacles, talk about things, there is a sense here that will then attract in the right things for you. And certainly with this, you know, with this death energy, as I say, you make space, you clear space for things. It leaves a vacuum, the universe abhors a vacuum, more things come in. So I think with regards to this, definitely there is a need here to communicate about issues and really say what it is that you want. And by communicating, there is a sense of kind of attracting that into you. And I think that's where, you know, we've got this balance. We do a little bit, we wait, we receive, we you know, we act, we receive, we act, we receive. So this could be maybe looking at this, and again, as I say, we've got this sense of reciprocation here. You know, where is the balance between giving and receiving? Are we doing lots of talking and not waiting to receive, or are we waiting? You know, it's that kind of thing. So speak up, Sagittarius. Be willing to communicate, be willing to overcome any issues, talk about the issues. And I do think that with this, there's a sense of being able to attract something in. Also, it could be, I mean, with this King of Swords energy, often it can come in as an advisor. So you may find that if you communicate, there may well be somebody here coming in that can help you, or assistance with overcoming if this is showing up a person and it is actually an issue for you. There's a difficulty here letting go, moving on, because you know they maybe haven't stepped up to give, communicate about it. Okay, so let's have a look at this Tower. So as I say, with this outcome, the Tower, this does talk about massive disruption. I mean, this could be something that you want. This could be you wanting to move on and the other person being scared of this change, and you know, and sort of refusing to let go of old paradigms, old ways of doing things. So looking at this Tower, there is a sense of liberation, whether this is sort of uprooting things in a very physical way, or whether it's a shift in perspective. Where is that underlying energy? And this is talking about, you know, why the situation is no longer sort of surviving. Okay, so which way did they come out? I'm trying to remember now. Oh yeah, so it was Nine of Swords, Wheel of Fortune, Nine of Cups. Yeah, with the Nine of Swords upright, it's kind of free floating anxiety. When it comes in reverse, there is a real issue, a specific issue, a specific problem that there's a feeling here that you can't kind of tackle head on. It's like a kind of a working, something that can't be resolved by direct action. So again, we've got this sense of action, passivity. Wheel of Fortune talks about, you know, the turning of the wheel, the turning of circumstances, adapting to changing circumstances. And then with the Nine of Cups, talks about happiness we make for ourselves, joy. Sometimes it can come in as a little bit of a superficial energy, you know, just focusing on the surface gloss of things. When it comes in reverse, this encourages to look below the surface. Look at the true value. Don't just judge a book by its cover. I suspect looking at this, I mean, this, for some of you, this could literally just be a massive shift in perspective about the status or the health of this situation, because there is a problem here, an issue, something specific that you feel is blocking this wheel from turning. And looking at this, I think you're being asked to take a closer look below the surface to understand the true value of it. Is it worth, you know, do you need to, is it right for you? Obviously it's for you to judge or decide yourself. Is it right for you to kind of hang on and stay? Or is there a new perspective here, something new that you need to think, look at the value, understand what it is truly worth, and that will help move this situation for you, Sagittarius. I'll be back next week with your Libra season readings. I look forward to seeing you then. I wish you clear eyes, a calm mind, and a resilient heart.